Hello, race fans. Everyone has voted for the track for the Toyota Save Mart 50, and we have us a clear winner. We are here live at Infineon Raceway in Sonoma, California, getting ready for the Toyota Save Mart 350. Now, after a heated race last week at Michigan, the points have definitely shuffled up. Rohit Vadarevu came out on top, barely beating out Levi McIntire. And as of that, Dillon Young is now the new points leader. But he barely has a small point lead over Zach Hamlin, who could easily catch back up. I'm going to try to make this introduction as quick as possible. Our front row is Ryan Acosta and Lyndon Wright in the 38 and 24. We're going to show the starting lineup, and then we'll have those famous words in motorsports. So stay tuned.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Get a rhythm. Get ready to rock and roll today. It's a long race. There will be a lot of pit stops. So just go out there, do what you got to do. No mistakes. That's the big thing today. Just no mistakes.
And the drivers are coming out of the hairpin turn right now. We have Ryan Acosta, Lyndon Wright, Shaun Gallighan, and Danny Wells are our top four. And I saw a car that didn't get going. I believe it was a 15 of Noah Boggs, but these guys have plenty of time to catch up because there will be no cautions in this race. So if a wreck happens, a wreck happens. And the green flag is out here at Infineon, and Acosta's trying to get the early advantage, but he won't let Lyndon Wright get around him. Lyndon Wright trying to get the advantage from the outside line, but can't quite get it yet. In the meantime, Acosta's going to pull away. And we're having a heated battle for second place, but Lyndon Wright, he beats out Danny Wells for that position. Fourth now is Shawn Gallighan, and fifth is William Duncan. And oh boy, we got a couple cars around back there. That was Cody Llamas and Joshua Collard. As you see William Duncan try to get around Shawn Gallighan, I will be showing replays. And there will be one pit stop or two here at Infineon. But right now, with early advantage, Ryan Acosta, he's pulling away from the pack. Sixth now is Kyle Mathews. Seventh is Michael Norman. Eighth is now Charles Sandfer. Ninth is Dillon Young. And rounding out the top 10 is Seth Cole. We may have had another accident. I don't know. We got a car in the dirt back here. I'm trying to see who it was. Oh, it's Chris Washer, and he's got some major front end damage. So not a good day for Chris Washer here today at Infineon. And further back, we got another car in the dirt. That's Cole Dalley running his Oreo scheme. And wow. He just got glitched in by Ian Dutta, the former points leader. He dropped back to fourth in points. And now we see Zachary Fitzwater. He has damage. Steven Gonzalez has some rear damage. And oh man, Derek Engel, he has damage. Trent Dunham has front end damage. And there's Noah Boggs who didn't get going, but he's still on the lead lap. As Acosta led the first lap. This may have been good for Noah Boggs because now he can gain all that track position he lost. But in the meantime, it's still a little bit single file by Acosta, but Lyndon Wright and Danny Wells, they're going to try to do whatever they can to catch up. This race is only going to be 12 laps, but with no cautions, it's gonna go by not as quick as you think. And now we see Shaun Gallighan in his new Cisco paint scheme that I forgot to mention out, a little bit of a retro paint scheme for the 21 car. And oh man, he just got taken out by William Duncan. Oh, man. And we got two guys on pit road, Alex Ferranti and Dillon Poteet, along with Jackie Tang and a couple others on pit road. One of them was Steven Gonzalez. I'm trying to find out who. There's Cody Llamas, who I saw spin out in the last lap. And there's Skye Commons, who came in 3rd place last week. He's on pit road. Oh man, Alex Draden's on pit road, James Qualls, Alex Ferranti as well, and Dakota Hughes. Oh man, Dakota Hughes has a lot of damage. There's James Silverbox in the 82. Right now, he's running in the 27th position. And there's Shawn Henley with a missing hood. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go back to a replay and see what happened here as we see Dakota coming to pit road in the 12 car. And there's Jessica Shelton. She has rear damage. She had some pretty consistent top 10s in the last couple of weeks. As we gone back to Acosta's teammate Zachary Fitzwater ran into a little bit of trouble, and William Duncan, he's been really driving aggressively, and Danny Wells is all over the back bumper of Lyndon Wright trying to get around the 24 for 2nd place. And oh man, William Duncan's at it again, and he caused Michael Norman to get held up. Oh man, Michael Norman, he's got some front end damage, and his car is slow. He's losing positions left and right, and he was in the top 10. Oh boy, I don't think too many people are going to be too happy with William Duncan once this race is over. William Duncan's trying to get back in victory lane. By this time last season, he had already won 2 races, but right now he hasn't won any yet. And right now, William Duncan, I'm trying to find him in the points. He's pretty low in points. He's 25th right now. But now Danny Wells, our Darlington winner, he's going to have to work all over again to try to catch Lyndon Wright and Ron Acosta, because Acosta has checked out. Acosta, he's still trying to get his very first Second Cup Series victory. In Season 2, he dominated most of the races, getting consistent top 10s and stayed as a points leader for most of the time, but he failed to win. That could change today. 5th is now Charles Sandfer running his BB&T for his 07. 6th is now Kyle Mathews. Shaun Gallighan dropped back to 7th place. 8th is now Dillon Young. 9th is Joseph Lombard. And rounding out the top 10 now is Garrett Snyder. Okay, while nothing else is going on, I'm trying to cycle through the field, see if anything else is happening. James Qualls is behind Jessica Shelton. Yeah, while nothing else is going on right now, let's see what happened. Oh man, something just happened to Seth Cole. I'm trying to see if there are any cars out of the race. And oh man, we got a few. Let's see, Alex Ferranti, Alex Draden, Trent Dunham, Ian Dutta, Levi McIntire, Derek Engel, Dillon Poteet, Skye Commons, Zachary Fitzwater, Chris Washer, Cole Dalley, Cody Llamas is 2 laps down, Dakota Hughes is out, Jackie Tang is out, and Steven Gonzalez is 1 lap down. So we had lots happen in the opening laps, and the field is pretty much spread out right now. As we head back to our leader Ryan Acosta, let's head back to look at some replays as we're about to approach the halfway mark here at Sonoma. I'm going to say one thing right now. Does anyone remember that huge flying car glitch that I had at Watkins Glen in the Mobil Nationwide Series in Season 1? Well, just wait and see. At the start of the race, Trent Dunham gets taken out by James Silverfox in the 82. But then look what happens with Alex Ferranti and Alex Draden. After Trent Dunham spins around, Ferranti and Draden get stuck together. And then just look. Both the 99 and the 51 just went flying straight off the track and right onto the drag strip. Just look at this. Oh my goodness. They both get onto the freaking drag strip of Infineon. Alex Ferranti and Alex Draden. It's the Alex and Alex show. And they just went synchronized flying there. I just had to point that out because because stuff like this hardly ever happens. And I don't know why the cars glitch through each other like that, but I just had to show that. Well, anyway, on to what happened to some of these guys. Ian Dutta, he was involved, and then we had a couple more cars spin out. Oh, the same thing nearly happened with Steven Gonzalez and Derek Engel. They all just bunched up at the start. Then the back of Derek Engel's car ended up almost on the hood of Steven Gonzalez and Derek Engel. He just went straight to the wall. Ian Dutta spins out towards the 55. And then you see the 99 and the 51 flying off the track onto the drag strip. And a lot of cars were held up by this, and oh my god, I just can't get over the 99 and the 51 back there. But that's not all what happened back here. A couple more stuff happened further up, and I saw that Cody Llamas and Joshua Collar spun around. So let's fast forward it a bit. I'm trying to see where's the contact. Trying to see where it all starts. It may have been Cole Dalley and Joshua Collar. Yep, there it was. Cole Dalley and Joshua Collar, they end up getting together, and Cole Dalley locked up the tires and blocked the field. And Cody Llamas, he had to lock the wheels trying to avoid this. And then Chris Washer, he ran into someone. He ran into the back of Joshua Mudd. That's what happened there. That's how he got that damage. Joseph Lombard, he had to go deep in the inside, and I don't know how in the world he managed to avoid that. Well, he spins out a little bit and gets a little hit from Seth Cole. And then there's Zachary Fitzwater and Jackie Tang coming into the view now, and Eric Burton as well. And last week's winner, Rohit Vadarevu. Then Charles Jackson, he came flying in and hits the back of Jackie Tang. Then Skye Commons, he hits the right side of Zachary Fitzwater, and that actually made him flip over. Oh man, I'm trying to find a better camera angle. Then James Qualls, he also gets involved. I don't know if you guys heard, but Roxy's meowing right now while I'm commentating. And I think that was all that happened. And then Jessica Shelton, she comes into this, but I think she slows down enough. Then up ahead, we had another accident. Dakota Hughes, he spun around. What happened to the 12 car? A little bit of contact from Eric Burton. Then Cody Llamas, he got taken out by Joseph Lombard. Oh man, so Cody, he spun out twice, and he just going full reverse right now. Oh man, but luckily he's able to get the car back around. Then Cole Dalley, he gets another hit from Jackie Tang. Oh man, it's just non-stop different stuff happening as we see Collard in the grass now. Lots of guys driving in the grass. Then further back we see Poteet. Poteet also spun around. Then Jessica Shelton gets a hit. Then Skye Commons is back there. Oh man, a lot happened back here. Oh, Jessica Shelton, she got taken out by James Silver Fox. Then Dillon Poteet and Skye Commons, their cars glitched together and they spun out. I guess it's a good thing I did turn off cautions after all, but Poteet and Commons, they're still spinning around. Then Shawn Henley, he got a lot of damage, and I think he ran into Jessica Shelton. Yeah, he did. That's why he's missing his hood. And Shelton also gets a hit from Pichu London as well. And here comes Tim Fiegel into it, and he manages to squeeze by. So, oh man, a lot happened here at Infineon. There's Levi McIntire. He got his damage from the front straight away. He was stuck behind Ian Dutta. So, oh man, a lot really has happened on that first lap.
From the ground, echoes of the sound, ashes of the past form the present, and the future is now. They can't wait till another goes down. I am the path of destruction, and I'm here right now. Clouds rolling.
Here we are back to live action. We just hit lap number 6, and Acosta is still the race leader, but he's about to catch a slow car of Pichu London. Right now, Pichu London, he sits in 25th at one of the tail end of the lead lap cars. Ryan Acosta still hanging on to his dominating lead. Lyndon Rice still second. Danny Wells is third. Fourth is William Duncan. Fifth, Charles Sandfer. Sixth is Kyle Mathews. Seventh is Gallighan. Eighth, Dillon Young. Ninth is Joseph Lombard, and rounding out the top 10 is Garrett Snyder. This is really a good run for Dillon Young if nothing happens to him, and oh man, he just ran into the back of Gallighan. Dillon Young better drive more carefully. He is the points leader. He doesn't want to lose his points lead after getting it last week. I don't know what Dillon Young is thinking, behind the wheel of that black Deuce. But let's go on board with him as he chases down Shaun Gallighan. They're now approaching the hairpin turn, but Dillon Young, I don't know what he's thinking. And he just gave another tap to Shaun Gallighan. Oh man, he's really driving very hard. He want to do whatever he can to get around that 21 car. But if he doesn't be careful, he's really going to hurt himself in the long run. Still trying to make a move on Gallighan, trying to look to his inside, but can't quite do it yet. Heading back up to the front now. Ryan Acosta, he's caught up to Pichu London, but he better be careful. You really don't want to wreck yourself trying to race with a lap car. And oh boy, there was almost contact between the 27 and the 38. And oh man, contact! And Pichu London, he lost it! Oh man, that was close. Pichu London spins out after coming in contact with Ryan Acosta. And that just gave him damage. Yeah, if you go side by side into the S's, someone's gonna get wrecked, and unfortunately it was Pichu London. But that little scuffle between the 38 and the 27 just opened the door for Lyndon Wright. I mean, he just closed the gap. Ryan Acosta almost had a 2-second lead, but now that lead has drastically shrunk. A little more than a second now. Acosta is probably going to have to deal with Jessica Shelton next. And oh man, Acosta just went to the outside. Oh man, what was that about? Right now, Jessica Shelton, she sits in 25th. She's one of the cars that's, she's the last car on the lead lap at the moment. And there's James Qualls missing a hood. He's sitting in 24th. And Danny Wells, he got some left side damage after that contact with William Duncan a few laps ago. A run here would definitely help Danny get up in the standings right now. He's really trying to get into the top 20, hoping to get a wild card spot. As I pointed before, I am using the old point system where you have to get into the top 10, and then the wild card spots are between 11th and 20th. But now the question is, when these guys have to come down pit road? And just as soon as I say that, Acosta is coming down for pit service. Green flag pit stops are happening. Danny Wells is coming in as well. But Lyndon Wright, he's staying out. Lyndon Wright's going to try to get his second Cup Series victory. He hasn't won since the Season 2 finale. I'm trying to see if anyone else is staying out. Charles Sandfer decides to stay out, as well as Kyle Mathews. It looks like other cars are coming in. There's Joshua Collett now, but I think he's a lap down. Oh, no, he's not. He's running in the 14th position. But now he's running in 5th because he's another guy who wanted to stay out. But right now, here's your race leader, Lyndon Wright in the 24. We have not seen the 24 go to victory lane since Season 1 in Atlanta. How would it be for the 24 to get back at victory lane at one of the at a road course, one of the two road courses that we're going to in the second Cup Series this season? Is Lyndon Wright going to come down pit road this time, or is he going to stay out for one more lap and try to roll the dice? And he's making an indication he's coming in right now. What about Charles Sandfer? Nope, Charles Sandfer, he's staying out, so that's going to give the lead to the 07 out of RCR. And speaking of RCR, his teammate Kyle Mathews decides to stay out. So right now, it's RCR 1-2. Charles Sandfer, the former points leader, right now he sits 5th in points. He's about to catch Joshua Mudd right now. Joshua Mudd right now, he sits in 21st. He's one of the last cars on the lead lap as well. Kyle Mathews, he stays out in 3rd. And Joshua Collett, he's just now coming out of his pit, as well as Noah Boggs and Shawn Henley. But we're going to have to keep an eye on the 07 car, because right now there is no one around him. I think he's trying to stay out the extra lap, because if you stay out an extra lap, that'll really help you out in the long run. But we have to find Ryan Acosta once the 07 comes down the pit road. This is the first season that RCR has fielded the number 07. How would it be for Charles Sandfer to give them a win we already had one driver in RCR go to victory lane, and that was Pichu London at Talladega. And Charles Sandfer, he's coming down right now. What about Kyle Mathews? Yep, he's coming in as well. So we're going to have to try to find Ryan Acosta now. And right now, it shows that he's in the 6th position. Dillon Young is behind him, but there goes Lyndon Wright in the 5th position. Well, the ticker says he's in 3rd. And Joshua Collard, he's coming down now. He also stayed out as well. But if these guys don't get out fast enough, then Lyndon Wright's gonna pass him. Charles Sandfer, he just got in his pit. He made man, he's just doing gas and go. Good strategy for the 07, but he didn't take any tires. And Kyle Mathews, he's doing the same. And here comes Lyndon Wright. Lyndon Wright's gotten around Kyle Mathews, but now he has to try to get around the 07. But the 07 got out pretty much ahead. And oh boy, and we do have 2 laps to go. Gas and go for the 07. That may have just won him this race, but never say never. Yes. Once green flag pit stops have cycled around, Lyndon Wright is now 2nd. 3rd is now Kyle Mathews. Ryan Acosta dropped back to 4th. 5th is Dillon Young. And 6th is William Duncan. Let me tell you something. William Duncan and Dillon Young, this is one of the Sega Cup's biggest rivalries right now. These two had a rivalry last season, and they have one this season. 7th is William Duncan. 8th now Joseph Lombard. And Shaun Gallighan is up in the top 10 as well. And it looks like that Danny Wells is up there. But we have to get back to Charles Sandfer. Right now, no competition. But don't forget, he didn't take any tires for his pit stop. I don't know if that's going to help him or hurt him. But they're coming into the final turn. And we're coming to the white flag. It's all about Charles Sandfer. This is his race to lose. I don't think that there's any lap cars in front of him. But Charles Sandfer takes the white flag. The closest car that's in front of Charles Sandfer is actually James Qualls. He just got out of the first S turn, but I don't think that they're going to catch him. But this is Lyndon Wright's last chance to try to see what he can do. Charles Sandfer, he has one of the cleanest race cars on the track. He stayed out of trouble all race long. And he only has a few turns left to go. Yeah, I don't think they're going to catch James Qualls, but Lyndon Wright trying to do wherever he can to catch him. But he's going to have to get some strong runs during these S's. But it may be too little too late for the 24. He's trying to close the gap, but I don't think it's going to happen. Heading through these final turns, I think we just had a wreck somewhere. I don't know where, but I heard a car crunching, but that doesn't matter right now. Heading into the final hairpin turn with no problems. And with no one around him, it looks like it's going to be the 07 of Charles Sandfer. He will come into the final turn and into the straightaway, and he will win the Toyota Mart 350. The number 07 out of RCR, he gets it done here at Sonoma, and he wins the Toyota Mart 350. Pit strategy has won Charles Sandfer this race, and he captures his very first Sega Cup Series victory. Second place, Lyndon Wright. He had a good strategy, but Charles Sandfer stayed out that extra lap and didn't take any tires, and it got him second place. Third is Dillon Young, the points leader. That's going to extend his points lead even more now. Fourth is William Duncan, and rounding out the top 5 is actually the hometown boy, Joseph Lombard. This is one of his home tracks, the other being Fontana. 6th was Shaun Gallighan. 7th was last week's winner, Rohit Vadarevu. Good, consistent runs coming back for the 39 team. 8th place was Charles Jackson. 9th was Joshua Collard, and rounding out the top 10 was Dougie Shears. But here is our race winner of the day, Charles Sandfer at an RCR. Toyota saved Mart 350. Oops, saved Marto. Fail. 350 S3. And this race is officially in the books. Charles Sandfer gets it done here at Sonoma. I've already announced the top 10 finishing order. Garrett Snyder fell back to 11th. Zach Hamlin ends up 12th. Tim Fiegel ended up 13th. And Ron Acosta ended up 14th. I believe he came down pit road. That's why he said he retired. And Eric Burton rounds out the top 15. And then we have Seth Cole, Danny Wells, Joshua Mudd, Shawn Henley, and Noah Boggs. Noah Boggs' car didn't start. He stayed in dead last pretty much all race long, and he still manages a top 20. That's good driving by the 15 car. And James Qualls, despite missing a hood, he finished the last car running on the lead lap in 21st. Kyle Mathews fell back to 22nd after he had a top 10 run going for him, but he ends up 22nd. Michael Norman ends up 23rd. James Silverfox 24th. And running out the top 25 was James McCloud. And Jessica Shelton, she was 2 laps down. And then from 27th on down to 40. Oh, wait a minute. Someone didn't race. We only have 41 cars. Who didn't race? Let me see. Oh, Levi McIntire. Oh, Levi McIntire, he didn't complete a lap. So he's going to get credited with dead last because he was on the track. He just didn't complete a lap, so he's going to get credit with 42nd. So anyway, Pichu London, after coming in contact with Ron Acosta, that knocked him out of the race. Then we have Steven Gonzalez, Cody Llamas, Jackie Tang, Dakota Hughes, Cole Dalley, Chris Washer, Zachary Fitzwater, Skye Commons, Dillon Poteet, Derek Engel, Ian Dutta, Trent Dunham, Alex Drayton, and Alex Ferranti, what they just did that huge flying. I bet I'm going to get a kick out of that. And 42nd was Levi McIntire, even though the ticker doesn't show it. Well, that does it here for Sonoma. The next race, we're going to go back to an oval, but don't forget to catch round number 10 of the NSCRA Caterpillar ARCA Series. It's going to be voter's choice. Don't forget to vote on the track that you want them to go to. When we come back to Sega, we're going to be going back to ovals. So, we'll see you then. Congratulations one last time to Charles Sandfer for capturing his very first Sega Cup Series victory, and we'll see you next time.